All right, so far, here's what you can do. You can take a matrix and just multiply it by 4. That's what you did for the quiz. You can take a matrix and multiply it by -3. Everyone's comfortable doing that. Here's where we are today, though. Taking matrix A and matrix B and multiplying them by each other. All right, totally different rules. This is not addition and subtraction. I'm telling you right now, it's not. It's not like whatever's in the first spot, I multiply with whatever's in the first spot. No, that's not how this goes. First thing I need to teach you guys is, when can I multiply a matrix? Because sometimes you can and sometimes you can't based on their sizes. Remember, adding and subtracting, they always had to be the same size. Not with multiplying. Okay? Not with multiplying. Even if they are the same size, sometimes you can't multiply. Here is the rule if you can multiply 2 matrices together. All right, this isn't in your packet. I just want to go through a couple examples just to make sure we're solid. How big is this first one? You got to be able to know how to tell a size, and most of you, just by your quiz, it looks like you can. What size is this matrix?
3 by 2.
3 by. Everyone agree? It's a 3 by 2. And how about the second matrix? That's a 2 by 2. Everyone, right? 2 by 2. All right. Here's how you can tell if you can multiply 2 matrices. The number of columns in the first one. The number of columns must be the same as the number of rows in the second one. All right, let me say that again. The number of columns in the first matrices must be the same as the amount of rows in the second matrix. And even if you don't even want to remember that, make sure these 2 inside numbers match. That's how you can tell if you can multiply. Okay, if those 2 inside numbers match. The 2 outsides numbers are huge too. If you can multiply the 2 outside numbers, tell you how big your answer is going to be. So if we were to multiply these, my answer would be a 3 row by 2 column matrix. So those numbers are pretty important. All right. So if the 2 inside numbers match, you're allowed to multiply them. And that tells you the 2 outside numbers, how big your matrix is. All right, let's keep going. How big is this first one here? What do we have here? 2 by 3 with a 3 by 2. Are you allowed to multiply? No, yes? Yeah, you are. I meant. We can multiply these, and then that tells me my answer is going to be a 2 by 2 matrix. Okay, and don't worry about how it becomes that. That's my job today. Don't worry how it becomes a 2 by 2. Down here, be careful here. What's that size?
1.
Row by column. Come on, row by column. 3 by 1 with a 1 by 2. Would you be able to multiply them?
Yes.
Yes, and your answer would be what size? A 3 by 2. And I know most of you are like, how in the world do you get a matrix that big with just those numbers? We'll do it. We'll do it. All right, one more here. What do you got here?
2 by 3.
2 by 3. And what about here? Can you multiply them? No, that's my point. Just because they're the same size doesn't mean automatically multiply. Add and subtract, yeah, sure, but multiply, no. Okay? So everyone's good on when I can multiply and when I can't. The inside numbers or the rows have to match the columns, or the columns have to match the rows, or just, again, make sure those 2 inside numbers match. Hey, ready to multiply now? How do I get all these size matrices together? All right, let's do it. Let's go to your packet. Let's take a look at number 1. I got matrix A and matrix B. Part A, this is a 2-part question. Part A is do A times B. AB. Matrix A times matrix B. And hey, do not assume in here that you can every single time. Oh, he wouldn't have given it to me if I can't. No, baloney. I'm going to pop in some here once in a while that you can't. So you have to check. And you have to know how big your answer is going to be. All right, so let's check real quick. How big is matrix A? That's a 2 by 2. And how about matrix B? Also a 2 by 2. Can I multiply them?
No. Yes.
Where am I losing here, Tim? Why are you saying no?
Yes.
No. The two inside numbers need to match, and they do. The two outside numbers, that tells me how big my answer is going to be. So my answer is going to be a 2 by 2. I'd like you to set that up for me right now with blanks. Two rows, two columns. Once you get good at this, I don't expect you to be doing this. All right, but this is a little elementary schoolish. I'm going very slow so you can see where every number comes from. Again, it's not, this isn't going to be 2 times 0, 3 times 1, 4 times 5 like we added and subtracted. We don't do that with multiplying. Please don't. I know it's tempting. All right, how do we multiply? We ready to roll? Row by column. You multiply a row in the first one by a column in the second one. Let me take this slow. Everyone ready? Row, here we go. Let's do row 1 by column 1 in the second one. So 2, 3 with 0, 5. Here's what we do. You multiply the corresponding numbers. So ready? 2 times 0. And I add that, keep going, 3 times, everyone see the 5? 3 times 5. So that's what goes here. And how do I know 2 times 0 plus 3 times 5 goes in this spot and not the other 3? This was row number 2. This was row number 1 with column number 1. So that's where it goes. Row 1 with column 1. That's where your answer goes. All right, let's keep going. Same row, but new column. Row 1, column 2. So I'm going to put my answer here now. Row 1, column 2. 2 times 1 now. I don't want to put more circles here. 2 times 1, and add that to 3 times 6. Row times a column every time. All right, now we go to row 2. 4 and 7. So row 2, let's do with column 1, 0, 5. So ready? 4 times. What are you going to multiply the 4 by? 0 plus 7 times 5. Row 2, column 1. And now finally I do row 2 and column 2. 4 times 0, or sorry, 4 times 1 plus 7 times 6. Yeah, you should feel uncomfortable now. We got plenty more to practice here today. You should feel uncomfortable. And now it's all calculations. A row times a column. So we got 15, 20, 35, and 46. Is there anything you want to ask before I keep moving on? All right, hey, we're not ready for number 2 yet. It's a part A and a part B on number 1. So we got to do part B right now. Seriously, everyone all right with part A? All right, part B says what now? What do we have to calculate? AB, which we already know. We already did that work. Minus 2A. So what I'm trying to do here is what we just did combined with what we just worked on before the quiz. All right, trying to mesh those two together. So you already know what matrix A times B looks like. We just did that. 15, 20, 35, and 46. And can we come up with, I don't know how you guys do it. Do you multiply by -2 or just 2? Because you can do both. It just depends on if I'm going to add or subtract here at the end. Anybody have a consensus? Multiply
negative
2 or -2? What are we doing here?
negative.
All right, how about do what you're comfortable with? How about that?
You don't like -2? You don't like
I don't.
Okay, that's okay.
I don't, but you do you, Jared. You do you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. minus, I'm just going to multiply A by 2. And if I could do that correctly. Any questions? 11, 14, 27, 32. All right, let's keep multiplying. Number 2, do A times B first. A times B. First, can we do it, right? Let's see if we can do it or not. Anybody, matrix A, what size? 1 by 3. And I'm multiplying it with matrix B, which is a 3 by 1. All right, can we multiply it? And what's our answer going to be? Oh, yeah, just one entry, and that's it. That's all we're going to have, one entry in there, a 1 by 1. How in the world do we get that? Row times column. Ready? Row times column. So what are we going to do? 1 times 4 plus 2 times 5 plus 3 times 6. And there you go. Always a row first times a column. And 32 in there. Whoa, we got a part B here. Champs, we got a part B. All right, now do BA. Not the same answer. Just because you flipped it, that works with multiplication of numbers, not matrices. I want to make a suggestion because all you guys are rookies right now. All right, we're not experts yet. We're rookies. Actually rewrite them in the B times A order. Because here's the problem. You guys got to go backwards now and do row times column. And I don't know how that's. You guys work probably better left to right. All right, then going right to left. So I'm just going to suggest put B first. So your mind can go right, left to right. Because I think if you try to go backwards, it might get a little nuts. So all I'm asking, just rewrite them. Can I do this? All right. Again, matrix B, what did we say? That was a 3 by 1. And matrix A, we said was a 1 by 3. So, yep, we can do it. And how big's our answer going to be?
3 by 3.
How are we getting a 3 by 3 with just these two little things, huh? All right, we can. All right, go ahead. Set up 3 rows, 3 columns. All right, ready? How do I get all these 9 entries? Right? Row 4 times column 1. That's it. 4 times 1. There's nothing else to add in. Right? The row isn't any bigger. The column isn't any bigger. And now keep going. Row 1, column 2. 4 times 2. Four times 3. Now I do the same thing, but now with 5 in row 2. How's everyone feeling? Okay? We're good? Dylan, you good? Howie, you good? Fresh cut there, Howie, too? That's good. Professional?
What?
Professional or homegrown?
Professional.
Professional. How much say do you get in the haircut? 100% or?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
You're
do?
too short though.
Too short? Where, on the top or all around?
All around.
Really?
Yeah.
Looks good, like little Rico Suave there.
Thank you.
That looks good. Yep. Every month? What do we do? Every month? Every two?
Up to.
Every two? I gotta go tomorrow, I think. It's getting this is way too long for me. Gotta get the Carlino special tomorrow. 0 on the sides and in the back, a little trim on top. A decent trim. 0, yep. All the way down the skin. Up, and the back and then the sides. Because it's just like too much. It's too much. I don't know how you guys with long hair, like it's hot, wake up in the middle of sweating. At least the sides and the back I gotta get done. Good trim on top. All right, let's do this. Not like, what was it, in the fall? I just came in totally bald. Yeah, I don't know if I'll ever go back to that one. How big's this first one here?
2x4.
2x4. And this one's a
2x2.
We even gonna start it?
No.
Nope. I'm gonna throw these in every once in a while. Cannot do. Whoa, and that'd be nice if we just wrapped it up for today, but I am not feeling comfortable at all that we know how to do this consistently. So, yep, we're gonna add in number 4 and 5 here. Yep, that's right, Tim. 4 and 5. So watch your writing. Don't get too big. So here's number 4. We're gonna do this one together. I'll put up number 5 and walk around and see if you guys can do that one on your own. Everyone ready? All right, size of the first one, 3x2 with a 2x2. We can multiply those. What's the size of your answer going to be?
3 to 2.
3x2, right? 3 rows, 2 columns. And I don't, once you get good at this, you don't even have to put the blanks if you don't want. I just think it's helpful to see what size it has to be. Row times column. Everyone ready?
Row times column.
Row 1 with column 1. 3 times -1 plus -1 times 5. Everyone all right where I got those numbers from? Now and again, I do it a certain order. If you guys want to go to row 2, column 1 and do the rows first, that's fine. I hit up all the columns first. So now I'm going to do row 1, column 2 now. 3 times 6 with -1 times 4. How's it going? All right. All right, now let's take care of row 2. So now I'm going to use -3 and 6. -3 times -1. I'm just going to shut up because that might be distracting to some of you. And 6 and 5. And maybe you guys find a way you like to do it that's different than me. Sure.
go to the bathroom.
Go ahead, no. How's my math? What's up, Amanda? Go ahead.
I got negative 36.
Which one? The last.
Instead of negative 24.
Okay, so you did -6 times -1, right?
Oh, I didn't calculate.
Yep, -6 times -1, and then -30 times 5. Anybody else here? Keep asking. We're okay here before I let you go on your own. Okay, last one. Number 5. Here you go. See what you got. I didn't make it too big, so see if you can do it, which I wouldn't have asked you to do this on your own, but see if you can do it and then figure out what size your answer is. And then row times column, everybody. Row times column. You got this. Okay, here you go. Here you go. Here's how we get those numbers. -3 times -3 plus 4 times 3. And then we have -3 times -6 plus 4 times negative 6. 21, 18 plus a negative 24, negative 6. Can you do this, Tim? All right. I just don't want you to copy it down. Because Monday you're going to have to do it on Delta Math. Everyone good? All right. Hopefully I can trust you to do this when you come back Monday. If not, we'll work together. All right. Good job today. Thanks.